You know, I'll stack up and break these wormhole sentinels so we can just come back through here without being molested afterwards. It would especially help if I didn't have to deal with the scouts. I don't want Group 1. Fine. Get me the scouts of Crestholm. Okay, the suicide runs have just never succeeded, but I'm just gonna bank on the fact that eventually one of them will get through. Even though banking on the fact has almost never worked in any previous iteration. What else can we do? We're blowing up the wormhole sentinels. Go to Vixie. They no longer have any defenses there. They might produce a few troops, but not enough for me to worry about. But what else can I do to deal with the AI over at this point in time? I mean, after I get rid of all the warp gate stuff, I'm going to see what the AI reprisal wave looks like for me attempting to... having the audacity to hack into most of the things here. Alright, so there's a bigger assault force coming this way. I need all the engineers to Hopcroft. As soon as the engineers arrive, we're going to continue to build up our defenses here, considering they seem to really like attacking us in this place. Alright, I got grenade launcher turrets. How could I forget that? Did I do more? No. And these things also have very long-range attacks. But we have a decent defensive line here in Hopcroft now where the native defenses are strong enough. So, get me all the engineers, don't build anything else. Back to Secundus, because you're going to have to replace most of our losses. And sit right next to the shipyard.
Fire as soon as we're in range.
How many arc points do we have? Not enough, but we'll have enough soon to be able to finally upgrade the arc by 1 level.
Analysis of the alien derelicts is complete.
Okay, so we can no longer get any science from there. It's a shame that science is consistent at every location, but I guess it encourages you to build tall with one particular strategy rather than go wide. I guess. Kind of like Stellaris in that fact. Alright, let's grab this wormhole sentinel and blow that one up. And how's the arc ship doing? 3,000 points away. Not too horrible. Okay, we have 36 scouts here.
Taking fire behind enemy lines.
Again, you can suicide rush. If you successfully suicide rush, I will give you my applause. However, a successful suicide rush is kind of an oxymoron at this point. It's a suicide rush, you kind of just expect to die at that point. And unfortunately, there are no interesting technologies that I'd be interested in. Except maybe a tachyon array? Can't upgrade the shield generator, unfortunately. Where are you guys go? Oh, reinforcements. Right. Guys all stacked up on each other. Arc ship... No, I'm not looking at the V-wing. Is so close, it hurts. All of you people to Vixie. We're gonna clear out Vixie as well. Break up the Tachyon Sentinel, and then turn to the immediate left and go murder the Carrier Guardian. Alright, most of you guys came through, so your current objective will be to blow up this guard post, head through this guard post, flip back to the other side. It's a carrier guardian, but that's not too awful as of right now. Head on down south, hit this grenade launcher guardian, which will blow up everything else around the command post except the warp gate. Get the MLRS guard post. Blow up every other guard post that happens to be in the way, and grab the guardian on your way forward. And then kill this guard post, and then this should be everything here, with the exception of this one guard post that I just kind of conveniently missed. And we'll now see how lucky we are. We are going to probably have to claim another section just so I can get enough science to get a level 3 version of my starships. However, this will probably be the next starship area I claim. He'll get a new ship type. But so far his reprisal waves aren't too terrifying. And I can go and try to snipe a data center as soon as I hit the level 3. I'm also going to want the Zenith power gen. I'm going to want a lot of things. Except that Zenith power generator. Yeah, no. Golem is not going to be claimed. Unless I can clear out a lot of data centers. I almost want to take a 3rd level of science ship, but I feel like that's just kind of a waste compared to actual technologies. Yeah, our vessels are now just getting blown up out of the sky by the guard posts that we left alive. Thankfully, we're starting to clear everything that happened to be in our way. It is indeed the game with circles and lasers again. Although it looks a lot nicer. They actually did a batch of updates, and quality of life has definitely improved. For example, ship stacking. I think ships can now stack up. Can stack up on the screen, kind of like how Mutalisks used to do in the old Brood War days. All into one area, in order to all open fire on the same person at once with no downsides. And so it's actually pretty nice. And for 40 minutes into the game, we've actually claimed a decent amount of territory, and have a decent amount of income as well. We can't even spend all the metal that we're acquiring. And also a decent amount of energy gained. Speaking of which, do I want to actually pull out my engineers to do something else here? I kind of doubt it. I do. Wait, what? Why do I still have vision of this place? We have one scout, one hero scout who's just holding the line. Orbital mass drivers. Sniper Guardians. They're all Mark 1, but there's a ton of Guardians in the way. With the exception of a few Mark 4s that are also blocking the place. They're all guarding the pulsar tank. Yes, they are Saturn's rings, collapsing in and trying to bomb everything into non-existence.
Prepare potential countermeasures as well as missiles. Our fires will light this darkness. Moving to new location.
Just gonna grab the rest of the turrets as they're defending this place. Then we're gonna start blowing up the wormhole guardians. And then I might attempt my hack to see what this looks like, because I want to see what the mercenaries do. If they're like an automated fighter group that goes around detonating stuff for the AI for me. Because that would be pretty nice, or if it's like a one-time humongous boost to my army. Now, Arc 1 definitely can be upgraded. And if the Arc 1 upgrade is to be believed, it will definitely boost its damage by an obscene degree to almost double the amount. It does 5 times bonus damage to shields. And its health also gets conservatively doubled. So I'll definitely upgrade the arc. And I still have enough to be able to get one tier 3 of something. Or I could go for tier 2 fusion bombers, which... at around this point in time, it might honestly be for the best. Anyway, time for them to go kill off the wormhole guardians. And then I might get the Tritium Sniper Starship, because it'll be the only other mobile ship that I can bring with me. Hereward the Wake or the War Harvesters? That's my question to you all. Which one do you think I should go for? Which do you think would help me the most? I'm always curious. I love the sniper turrets, but it's not... there's no real decent reason for it. And it still says the AI owns those, but that's just in name only. Have you guys killed the wormhole guardians? All of you, please, get in and murder the guardians. Well, its shield's definitely melted under the pressure. Only could say the same about its health. Alright, now let's crack this AI Sentinel. So we're not going to get the Hunter waves just yet. We are getting reprisal waves already, but we're defending them quite well. I'll probably wait for the attack at Hopkratz to be destroyed by our defenses there, and then I'm probably going to move on and attempt to do the hack. That one off-topic person, rapid breeding and cloning. It's the only explanation. Because I doubt that they would let their ships be robot-controlled after an AI decided to take over. Or maybe they just aren't losing nearly as many ships as we expect.
Fire as soon as the math shakes out.
Yeah, let's go grab ourselves the sniper ships. I need a few more long-range blasters to go and snipe some of the enemies off of our backs. It will anger the AI a bit more, but who cares at this point? We're angering the AI by our mere existence. We're just not important enough, even though we just claimed a small subsect of the entire galaxy. Can you make it through? I don't think you can, but by all means.
Right away, sir.
Be my guest. I'm really curious. Okay, your shield got hit and you got through just fine. Alright. The Tractor Guardian didn't get you, that's why. As always, let's grab ourselves an economic station here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And it'll slowly build up. This one doesn't need to build nearly as fast.
Of course we will.
What the? Oh, there we go. I was wondering where my focus group is going.
Roger that.
Let's clear everything out, including the Guardian. And then we will move on back to Hopkratz. Ooh. Alright, so they are sending a humongous... So this is probably their first genuine reprisal wave. While annoying, not impossible to deal with. All of you, can you get over here and finish setting up our new starbase back here? Like, seriously. Okay, you're fast. And even as they fly by, they get to fix up a few of our vessels.
Double checking nav computer.
Engineers are in, which means I can actually build up the remaining protections, which will be get a shield generator. Can I defend all three? Later it'll defend all three when I eventually have to get additional, like... When I have to get additional... I can't even think of the term anymore. Farewell, that one off topic. And safe travel on the internet. You don't want to know where you can end up. Maybe you'll even become like me, half crazed and not fully, like, in the right state of mind. You all there? Look, can, like, all of you please just get a move on? Jesus. You're all sitting here. I don't want you in hold fire mode. I just want you to get to the rest of the fleet so we can keep the Grand Fleet together. And we have enough defenses in case the AI tries to do a small cursory raid. Okay, well now Curiosity's probably going to kill the cat. This science lab being the only one I want to see. Can you go to Vixie? Everyone else who's here, not holding fire, I want you all to be Group 1 and sit here with the defenses. All the ships that are in this area, which are all our scouts, will just go die in a fire somewhere. Okay, in truth, I know my scouts are actually all split up amongst... All my scouts are split up somewhere else, and I just can't be bothered that there they are. Just, could you all commit suicide so you can all stay near the proper region? No, no, I don't... Science lab, do not commit suicide. I want the science lab to do literally anything else but what you were doing there. Where is that freaking science lab? I just lost sight of it. Science lab? Science lab? Where'd you go? Science lab? Did you like commit suicide or? Oh, okay. Thank you. I was genuinely terrified that you would do something completely irrational. Just get into the barrier. You 5 scouts, just go commit suicide like everything else. Alright. Let's begin the hack of this mercenary beacon. I'm curious to see what the AI reprisal wave will be. Gundle? From what? Oh, they're just gonna... Wait, they just spawn here? Hold on, I didn't know that.
Heading out.
Don't tell me they can just go right in and try to just blow up the shield. Okay, so it just spawns attack waves. Alright, that's not too bad then. Like, things are going to get hurt, but it's not too awful. As long as the shields hold, the attack waves aren't going to do anything. And the hack will be done before the assault begins on Hopkratz. Oi, can you people defend this place? Like, I know you scout ships want to be helpful. Just go die. All the military ships will actually defend our place from these raiding forces.
We're on it.
As soon as the rest of the fleet comes into range, we'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of which, under the build order from our docks here, could you toss up the sniper starships as well? Is everything cleaned up? Nothing else here? Not like they're spawning them in, but there's nothing else that's really going on or happening, so I guess the hack will be done. Ooh, another humongous Vanguard squad.
Our hackers have done all they can.
Okay, so this is what the mercenaries are like. I can spend some of my hacking points and grab a bunch of extra forces for free. And that's also a good example of what an AI reprisal wave looks like.
Acknowledged.
All of you go back to Hopcraft and get ready to defend. We're gonna have to hold the line for a little while. I'm not gonna hire them just yet. I don't have much of a reason to defend anything. I'm going to assume that most of these guys aren't actually that strong. They don't tell me. Why is it, wait, why does it still say it's under attack? I don't see anything attacking it. Oh, we get our harvesters back. I'm not gonna complain. All of you scouts, just... I don't want to tell the scouts to just go and die, but, I mean, that's what I've been doing, so, eh? Again, I should probably move construction. Can I move, like, the Starship Dockyard? No, just go to the control group for rallying. Can you get out of Tabar? What attack wave? Like, it's complaining about that there's stuff being here, but there's no stuff here. I'm confused. I am very confused. Alright. All you guys are ready?
Helmsman, plot new course.
Just get your defenses in order. Let's move our engineers up here and actually build the other dockyard so we can actually have our ships prepared to a certain degree. Not prepared, but prepared on site to defend this place natively. No, the point isn't to conquer everything because the AI will just destroy, will raffle stomp you basically if you try to conquer everything. So, for example, if I took Crestholm, Tundra, and Tabar, I don't gain much except a little metal income and admittedly a decent amount of science, but the AI progress rises and unlocks a bunch of new ship types for doing so, versus me only conquering these 4 planets. It gives me a nice choke point where the AI has to bring most of its good ships through. I have a mercenary beacon that is less useful than I thought it would be, but still pretty helpful. And I've got a new starship schematic down here in Vixie. As such, it's significantly better to hold a small core of good planets as opposed to getting a humongous core of a bunch of planets, simply because the AI will grow stronger faster than you can possibly grow in that direction. Let's get ourselves a fleet dock here so we can actually build ships here. Then you guys will just rally onto the groups. And everything will be built here as well. I've got enough tech now, so let's put ourselves... Who is the most useful? I don't want the slowing cannons. I think the concussion corvettes, because they just deal ridiculous amounts of damage already, will probably be for the best to upgrade. Yeah, let's raise the strength of all of our stuff. Just by that little bit more. And now I think we can stomp these and get ourselves to the Zenith power generator. Now this only matters because I'm probably going to start building a bunch of static defenses here to be able to just defend my territory. Speaking of which, let's build ourselves a bunch of pike turrets. Because these things can also cover all territories, we'll just build the pike turrets inside the shield generator as well. Oh, these cost no energy. Fine then. As I said, this will become a strong point, and a strong point it is. A total of 30, or a subtotal of at least 30 in terms of defenses, so we should be able to fight off this reprisal wave. Now, I would love to go in and just claim Hopkratz, or claim Durish and Saruta, but that doesn't serve any real purpose. Actually, I'm curious. Got a bunch of scout ships, right? I've also got 3 scout ships that are completely unaccounted for. Right, I still have you. You go in there, because I don't need to monitor it every 24 seconds.
Moving out.
Every waking minute of every waking day is just not worth my time. That's 41, so we're still going to be unable to claim Emerald, which means we're not going to be able to hit the data center easily, even with as high of a strength as we've got. This is going to be a pain. I'm going to have to claim another territory in order to get my ship's strength up even further. Alright, so we're under attack at Hopkratz, but that's not going to last long. Our defenses are at near maximum, and the engineers are just going to keep our fleets from being destroyed. Speaking of which, can we build a bunch of rebuilders? These will actually get our ships back into the fight if we lose everything. Hang on, what do these say? Built for crowd control and picking off stragglers. This is a stack of one squad. When the current one dies, the count will go down and the next one pops out. Take damage like normal, but deals 2 times the amount of normal damage. So can I stack up my ships? Yeah, anyway, the fight here took a turn for the worse, and we ended up destroying them. But if a reprisal wave with a strength of ×2 spawning on Hopcraft from the warp gate in Durish, so we get rid of the reprisal waves by going here. Maybe I will try and snipe the data center. Or at least make it so if the AI wants to go anywhere, they have to go through an extreme amount of ships.